Hey everyone, it's Jeremy here. We're gonna do some more coding here. Um, yeah, realize this black shirt is not very good, but that's fine. I'm going to post this on the community right now. All right, welcome everyone. It's good to be here. There we go. So I'm just going to continue what I was doing yesterday. I'll share what I was doing yesterday, kind of as a recap. But yeah, hey, it's pretty cool to see this. I'm watching myself on YouTube right over there. There's quite a delay. It's like 5 or 6 seconds. I guess I don't know. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna get rid of that, and hopefully, people will join. Well, all right. So let's continue. Let's continue. So here's what I did yesterday. Um, Switch over to that. We've got code on one side and we've got FileMaker on the other side that is generating a chart. The chart is using actually some functions that are generating the count. See what's going on. Oh, I had this problem the other day. Generate data. Let's stop this and start it up again. I'm not sure what happened there. Cannot. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Okay. So anyway, so we've got a chart here that's displaying the count of 100 records and that are just randomly generated by FileMaker, by JavaScript, by the function in this utils file. So this generate data is running a couple functions. It's returning a record. Um, yeah, it's watch the live stream from yesterday if you want to know more about this. But this is pretty cool. There we go. Had to fix something there. All right, so let's continue because the purpose of today, I think, is to make a second chart that will work with the tagged variables. So in our index.js, we have this console generate data 100. We have this function here on line 5, this console log that will show the records. Here are the records. And what the first task is doing is just counting all the categories. What I want to do is count the tagged nows 2 and put that into a second a second a second chart. So there'll be another chart here. Before we do that, let's make this one really small. I'll figure this out in a minute, but I'm just going to do this for now. So we'll turn that into 50, just make it small, because we need, we need a second chart here that's going to show up in just a minute. Second chart. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. Let's put it through here. Second chart. Okay, so boom. There we go. All right. So we'll figure this out as we go. Right now I'm not using Bootstrap. I should probably, I'm going to bring Bootstrap in, but I'll do that at a later time. Hello, whoever is here. Welcome. Hey, Doug. Welcome. Sorry I missed you. There you go. Glad to see you here. I hope you're enjoying your late summer activity, instead of doing JavaScript. Oh, funny. Oh no, it says video is unavailable. I see it. Well, let me give him. Somebody emailed me saying that the video was unavailable. All right. So let's get going here. Settled in, had some good lunch. Now I'm ready to focus, unless I fall asleep from the lunch. Babysitting in New York at the moment. Okay. Well, that's a good. I assume that's a good a good task as well. So thanks for being part of this. All right, so I created one chart using Chart.js, and I want to create another chart here on the right side. So that's what I'm going to focus on today, and I'm going to focus. I'm going to try to get if we look at the inspect element, I want to summarize, like I'm summarizing the category data, I want to summarize the tagged data. So here's the summarized, or here's the records, the raw records, and I'm building functions and such to categorize those, count them up, because the Chart.js library tells me that it needs, let's look back at the code, it needs, here's the whole thing that runs the chart library, the chart, rendering the chart. I'm giving it some options like the type, and it needs some categories, and it needs some data, and it needs the summarized data. Charts don't typically summarize data. There's no chart that I know of that summarizes data. A chart needs the data summarized to display it in there. There are libraries that you can use in conjunction with charts to summarize data, but chart libraries especially don't generally do that work. So yeah. All right. So I got to do that here, but luckily I should be fine with this. So this function here I wrote called summarize category data. It's in the utils file, and it just does a bunch of work to summarize it by the category. I think for the sake of just the fun of this, I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to put in tagged data, change the function name to tagged data. And instead of the field data.category, I'll say field data.tagged. And then I will export that and import it into the JavaScript, into my index.js. Let's see here. Gotta find what I'm looking for. Okay, so put that right there. So let's see here. I'm going to import summarize tagged data, and then I'll just kind of duplicate this const tagged array equals object.value, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So that's all it is. And let's console log that. And there we go. So if we look at FileMaker, we see that it's already summarized it. 48 knows, I don't know which one it is. And actually, we have to see, because I think it's no and then yes, but let's see what that is by doing this. Going over here to my summarize tag data, and I'm going to say return forget how this was. I think it's going to be fine. I'm trying to remember how I was grabbing the categories. So let's see. This category is right here. I guess I'll just do, that's fine, category. So the ACC category, ACC category. I don't know if this would do. No, that doesn't work. I'm trying to just make sure I know. Well, it should be fine because it's using the tagged. So I'm guessing it's going to be no and then yes because it's going to summarize those. Boy, I need that. I do need that. So let's see. Category is the tagged. That's the value. That's yeah. That would be yes or no. This is the accumulator, so it's just an object, or it's just a number, so it would be 0. Let's do this. Console log category. All right, so the first one is yes. Second one is no. So I think I'll be okay here. It's summarizing. It's just, what am I doing? Okay, I'm trying to console log the category. I want to console log. Boy, I had this yesterday and then I removed it from up here from the category. What I'm trying to do is it's spitting out perfectly exactly what I want. Down here, it's spitting out an array of the sum of the yeses and nos. The problem is I don't know which one is which because I removed that from here. So let's go to the code and see if we can figure out how to add that. So we got my sum array. The category is yes or no. And the accumulator is, it looks like it's just an object. Let's try this. Let's do yes, no. Nope, that didn't work. What I was trying to do was, what I'm trying to do is just identify the yes nos. So I'm not sure which one is the yes and which one is the no. Let's see if I can figure that out. So the category comes in, it's tagged. That's the category. And return ACC. Look into that, put it up here. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm just going to return that then. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, duh. Yeah, it's not here that's the problem. It's here. It's this object.value. So if let's do this. Let's just reset. Got to reset here. Up here, I'm going to create one variable, const sample data equals generate data 500 or 100. Okay, so that's my data set. And I'm going to use this set all the time. So I'm going to use it here. And I'm going to use it here. I don't want to keep, every time this function runs that generate data function runs, it's using a different generation of the data. So that's a problem. Hello everyone who's come. Say hi in the chat. I'd love to see who's here, because this always is good when people show up. I don't know if I should be doing this on a regular basis as far as a timing, say every day at 2:15 I should start, or if I just should. Oh, it's Jay. Oh no, turn on the delay. Or if I should just do it randomly. I think I like the idea of doing randomly, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Doug, Jay, what do you think? Should I have a scheduled time, or just whenever I feel the spirit move me, start this? Let me know. All right. It would be helpful if we can schedule it. Okay. Well, then that removes all the spontaneity of it and the fun of it, My goal is to make you unproductive. No, I will. I can schedule it. Ooh, oh, no, there's only 2 people watching it. No schedule, in my opinion. Okay. All right. You 2 can fight it out on the next office hours where you're both there. So just FYI. All right. So this is good. So we have sample data, and we're using it here. Now, you would like it as not at all in the middle of the day too. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I'll do a short one here, and maybe I'll do one later tonight. I just got back from lunch and I was like, I wanna do some live streaming. So got to build up the content on my channel, Jay, you can just listen in while you're doing other things, typing on that loud keyboard of yours. See, there you go. Well, Doug, you've have you subscribed to the channel? Did you get the notification through YouTube or through the community? So very cool. I like your picture, Doug. That's weird. All right. So community. Okay. So I'll just keep doing that. And if you can come, you can come. Jay, you don't have to be here all the time. You can watch it later. I plan on doing this more because I'm doing a lot of JavaScript every day on my machine. So I might as well just turn on the live stream and fumble through it. You know what I'm saying? So that everybody can see how the sausage is made. So yeah. All right. So here we go. So it's going to be no first. No is first, I think, because it's organized or it's alphabetical. I'll go ahead and leave it. I'm going to go ahead. Thanks, Doug. I'll just do it all the time now, but more people need to come. You need to get all your FileMaker buddies to be here. So yeah. New camera, yeah. No, everybody's saying that. It's much more in depth. I'm trying to make shorts. It's funny how making shorts for the channel takes a long time. Like you can't have it short more than a minute. It takes probably 30 minutes to edit it together, because I'm trying to combine this 4K screen size to the opposite of that. It's just really small. So I actually used an AI program this morning, an AI app to do it. It did it okay. It found good clips from the stream last night, but it didn't frame it correctly. So it only was framed on me when I wanted it to be framed on the code as well. So yeah, so that's unfortunate, but we'll see. Jay, you should post this in the Slug channel as well, if you have a mind. All right, so let's get back to this. So we've got our data here. I've got the tagged array. So I've got the data for the tagged array. So now I need to create another chart. Not that anybody will come from the slug channel, but you know, whatever. Join me, please. There's performance Jeremy, and then there's begging Jeremy. All right. So let's keep on going. I need to create a new chart. So here's how I do it. I'm going to copy this code and I'm going to paste it down below. I'm going to give it a new chart div, which would be great. So we've got a chart and a chart 2. So I need to create a second const chart 2 equals document.getElement chart 2, and then the second one, the second instance, I'm going to target that div there. And then I need to tell it, rather than the categories, I'm going to just say I want you to use no, comma, yes. I'll hard code those in for now. And this is the tagged array. All right. So let's look at FileMaker and see what we got. Look at that. We got it. Perfect. This is exactly... Are those different Jeremys? Nope. They are not. I think... So who's the third person? Who else is watching? Let me go over to YouTube and see if I can see who's watching. I'm still new to this stuff, but... let's see. Can I figure out who's watching me right now? 3 people are watching. Now 4. Participants. Oh, it's just me, so that doesn't count. All right, let's keep on going. So yeah, there we go. We got what we are looking for. We got 2 charts. Obviously, we need to do some work on them. So let's go into the index.js and the index.html and work on this. You're not watching. All right, that's fine. That's because it's the middle of the day. I get it. Hey, Mark. There you are. Mark is here. See, Mark, I'm doing what you wanted me to do. I'm showing you how the sausage is made. All right. Oh, that's not how it goes. Okay, so let's do this. Let's copy this. We've got a nice, nice start. Got 2 codes, two charts here from the same data set. And I just need to replace that. Okay, so we're on our way. Your favorite person is here. Yes, he is. Jay Hall. Yep, that's right. Funny. So there we go. I mean, this is good. So it's the. I love this because it's the same data set. It's 2 different slices of the data. It's 2 different points on the data, and it is exactly what I need. I just do need to organize. I do need to organize it a little bit, but it's not out of bounds. So I think I'm going to organize it by. Let's try this. I want these to be side by side. So I'm going to create another div on the top here. I'll copy all this stuff. I'll say div, put that in there, and then I'll add the style to this div. Oh yeah, you can see this outer div. And then I'll remove this style and this style. And that did not work. I thought that the you know, I've not used inline styles before. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go to Bootstrap 5 and I guess I need to put it over here so you can see it. Get rid of that. There we go. Bootstrap 5, getting started with Bootstrap. And I'll just copy, where's the CDN? And I'm just going to copy this in. Wait, what? Link. No, this will work. Popper? What's that? All right, so I'm going to just copy all this, see if this works. Bring that over into my code and put that at the top. Put that above my style. I don't know if this will work. We'll try that. And then let's get rid of the style and say class equals bg dash warning. Okay, so this is actually working. So we can see that Bootstrap is installed. 1 second. So we can see that Bootstrap is installed, or at least we're able to use it. So let's put maybe now. Let's just give it a light background. All right, so now I need to use Bootstrap's capabilities to align these better. So let's do that. How do I do that? So I've got Bootstrap in, and now I need to, I always forget what it is. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cheat a little bit and open up a project that I did during the training. Oh, I can't, shoot, because I cleared it out. Thank you. All right, let's open up something. I'm looking for some examples of what I had already done with this. So that would be manipulating. I'm trying to find a course, a repository of a course of the course that I did that will help me. What is all this junk? Course manipulating DOM. That'll work, I think. Yeah, let's open this up and look. So I have some stuff already here. Yeah, nope, this doesn't work, but it gets me in the right space. So first thing I'll do is, well, why don't I just look at the dang let's look here and look at container. So a container here. So I'm going to use a container, and then I'm going to put in some columns, and each chart will be in a column. So I'm just going to look at the code here, the browser, while I write this. So we're going to start with this and do div class. We'll say this is a container. Okay, that's all we need to do. And then the two canvases need to be in their own div. And this one we're going to say div, maybe that's right here. We'll say class equals row align row. So we're giving it a row. we're putting these in a row. And then we're going to give the inner one a column. So div class equals col. And then this one also that surrounds the second chart. All right. So let's see if that is working. Doesn't seem to be quite yet, but it might be. Nope. Okay, so let's see if we can get this to work. It's supposed to. I'm copying the browser code right here. Trying to replicate it. How did I do this before? Yeah, I wish I had the... All right, let's try this again. New window, open, JS work. I wish I had separated my course. Here we go. Manipulating it. That's the one I wanted. Okay. Container. Row. I'll just copy this and see what it does. So, oh, you didn't see that. Sorry. So here's my manipulating data course and the class that holds the before section and the after section. Yeah, see, it should be doing this right. I'll tell you what, let's try some things here. Let's load the widget. Let's stop the server from running over here in the code. Let's delete, I'm going to just delete the parcel cache and the dist folders. And I'll start up the server again. Okay. Hello, everyone. Say hi in the chat if you would like. That way I know who's with me. Okay. Oh, man, it's been a while since I've done this. I guess I could just do this. Call-6, call-6. All right, so that's close. I don't know why it's doing that, though. Why is it doing that? Do I have everything correct? Yes. Let's do flex row. Flex. Is it flex row? Here, I'll put both on so you can see it. You don't need to see me. Let's see here. I'm trying to get these two to be right next to each other, and I'm forgetting something pretty useful. Let's look back at that. I have... Yeah, come on. Why is this not... This is nuts. Okay, let's just look at Bootstrap because I need to... This is weird. I'm gonna copy something from Bootstrap. See if that helps. Nope, it did not help. What is happening here? Why is this one bigger than this one? There is no size. What's the height property? Let's try. Well, you know what? I'm just going to create a grid. Yeah. Oh, there's that. That might be part of the problem. Or no, it's... All right. I am a little not sure what's happening. This is a row. I want this row. I want this row to, I want these two items to be right next to each other. Okay, oh, that's why. I see now. I see what I did wrong. So this div, there we go. Okay, let's move that up there. There we go. Oh, simple fix. Simple fix. So now I've got two charts that are pretty much ready to go for the client. This is what they wanted to know. They wanted to see they wanted this, and then they wanted to see categories on one side and the tagged values on the other side. So that's good. I've got a lot of hard coding in here, and I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Like this summarize data is looking at a specific field. And for that matter, these two functions are exactly the same, except for one thing, that right there. That right there is what could easily be changed. And I could use one function. So let's try this. I'm going to create one function, call it export const summarize data by field. I'm going to pass in the data and I'm going to tell it what field to use. This is where I ran into problems last night. So we're bringing the data in and we're going to tell it which field. And I'm going to I'll stick with right there. Let me make this a little bit, this works just fine. So I think I can replace these two functions with this one here. Let's try that. Summarize data by field. So we'll import that. And down here, we'll say summarize data by field, summarize data by field. We'll say sample data and tagged. Okay, I see that there's a problem. So we'll, not tagged array, but tagged. There we go. And summarize data by field, sample data category. All right. So now I've got one function here that can take any field name. And by the way, I'm not using these functions anymore, so I'm just going to remove them from the import. There we go. Now, this is returning the object.values. I'm not sure that I like this. I think I want to put that in the function itself so that all it does is it returns this. I don't have to add an extra right here. Actually, I'm not going to, because I'm going to do this. I'll say const tagged categories equals object dot keys, and then we'll console log that. Okay. And then do that down here. We'll say const categories array, and then we'll console log that dot with that. Now, That's interesting. But I think that's the right way because they're not in order here. I think they're in order of they're in order of what the data. Let's see if they're in order of the data. So if I load this again, yeah, it's that. So this wasn't even right. There were not at category. There were not 7 of category A. It was actually the first category, which is category B. So we do need to use this in our categories. Right now, I'm not able to really test this perfectly because, again, these functions here are generating the 100 records at runtime, so I don't have a chance to look at them really. But that's okay. So you see here, up here in the charts, they're out of order, which is fine because it's just the order that the data came in, or in this case, the order that the data was generated. All right, so then down here, we're going to say tagged categories. And there we go. Okay. So I think this is the right thing. Now these may switch. In fact, they're switching every time over here because it's just, again, the order in which the data is coming in or is being generated. So cool. Very nice. We got this beautifully set. Now I'm gonna go ahead and deploy this because I was showing this in this is part of the update. I'm using a new version of the dev environment. So I'll come in here and I'll give this a name called dashboard charts. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing this. It doesn't have to be camel case. It can have spaces in it. It's just going to go in a FileMaker field. All right, so over here in FileMaker, we don't have any records in the HTML, but we do have that name field. So when we deploy this over here in the code base, let's go back to both. You don't need to see me. Go back to both. Stop the server from running, npm run deploy to fm, and boop, there it is. The dashboard charts widget has been added. So there it is right there. And now I can turn off this, and in this load widget script, I'll say the name is dashboard charts. That's the name of it. All right, so let's load this up. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Now, if I wanted to come in here again, this is the beauty of the dev environment, is I have the code deployed over here in FileMaker already. This is a mess. It's minimized code. It's very small. I can't read it. I can't make sense of it. I can come over to my code base. I can update something to say background. What's another one? Dark. I can redeploy it then by running that same command. And then when I load it, there we go. Oh my gosh, that's not actually too bad. This is the beauty of the JS Dev environment. This is why I advocate for it all the time, is the ability to make these changes on the fly. Sorry, I gotta say that one more time. This is the beauty of the JS Dev environment, to be able to make changes in my code, make one little change in my code like this to deploy it, and then over here in FileMaker, see it's been updated and it renders the update. Mark, love it. Yes, you are special. Yes. Yep, very good. So this is awesome. Okay, great. So now I'm done. I mean, I could present this to the client and say, now we just need to plug in your data rather than using their data here. I'm sorry, rather than using all this sample data, all this junk. Rather than using all of this, I could easily I just bring in their data. So let's continue this in the JS dev environment fashion. So all this stuff, actually the only thing that really needs to go inside of the function is these two items. So I can say window.loadCharts equals, and we'll eventually bring data in. So I'll just put in the JSON parameter there. And there we go. So now when I start it up again, and over here in FileMaker, when I run it again, I don't see any charts yet because the function here, load charts, has not been invoked yet. It's been declared, but it hasn't been invoked from FileMaker. So let's invoke it from FileMaker. This is called load charts. And then I need to update this line 33. I should just make that update active. I'm not sure why. All right, so now let's run this. There we go. So now that function is being called and FileMaker is controlling it. Awesome. All right, well, I think that's good for right now. This has been a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll do this. I can do this later. But the one thing that the client wanted is to be able to click on these and run a script in FileMaker to show those records. And now that I think about it, I don't actually know. I have to make sure that it works. It will work. So options.interaction mode. Let's see. Here it is. Events click. Oh, options.events click. What? How do you? Oh, on click function. Okay. Let's just try this quick because I need to make sure that this works. So it's in our options, and we'll say events, or we'll just do on click, and we'll say a function, and we'll just say, let's say FileMaker.perform script. Chart click. Eventually we'll pass in the data, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. All right, so let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Go over to FileMaker. I got to load it. Where's FileMaker here? So nice. I still get my hover, but when I click on it, did I load it? Nope. Maybe I do have to add the events. Let's try to add that in. Wait. Oh, it's in the options. Maybe this has to go in the options. I'm looking at the documentation. Sorry, I didn't show it. But... all right, let's try this. Sorry. Options here, on click. Let's see if this runs right. Events. Click. What is happening here? Don't have any error. I must have this in the wrong place. I mean, it looks correct. This is what I'm copying. Type data options, events, click, events. On click. Did I do something wrong with it? Options, on click, function. Let's just do a console.log. See if that worked. All right, let's go over to here. Click. Oh, duh. Well, it should work on this one. It's not going to work on the second one, but no, I can't get anything to work. Maybe the donut. Maybe I have to. When configuring the action via Graphia, the intersection hover tooltips, a number of interaction. What is interaction? Oh, interaction. I don't know. I'm lost here. This is how it should be. On click. I'll turn it into a regular function and see if that's, or an arrow function and see if that's the problem. I don't know why that would be, but all right, let's run that. Sorry, I didn't show you. I just updated this function to be a arrow function. Nope, there's no clicking happening. All right, I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm not sure why that is the case. Options on click. All right, folks. Well, it's been almost an hour. I am going to stop here and let my brain recover. And then I'll figure it out at a later time. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Tell all your friends to join us from now on. I think I'll just do this at random times, but I will, to satisfy Jay, I'll do some in the evenings as well, and I'll try to announce it more often. All right, folks. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.